I love Sonic 06, but even I will admit it can be a little wonky. You see, this game attempted to follow previously set in place formulas and gameplay styles of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. I don't care what you say, this game is basically Sonic Adventure 3. The soundtrack was flawless. They introduced new characters like Silver and gave Blaze the Cat her first shining moment in a 3D Sonic game. So on paper, this to me sounds like a huge success. So why wasn't it? Well, in short, the game was rushed. The development team had to reach set deadlines that were unattainable if it were to be a good game. While being good to some, this game, at least initially, was widely hated. And it made sense. It lagged, it glitches, the game basically forces you to lose sometimes, and that's just how it is. But what if this game was amazing beyond belief? Let's dive in, shall we? Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 came out in 2006, but before that, Sega and Sonic Team kept their gameplay rather consistent. Their console 3D games at the time being Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, and most recently at the time, Shadow the Hedgehog, and please remember this for later. The aforementioned Sonic games remain 2 to 3 years apart, each of them being generally pretty well received, except Shadow the Hedgehog. Whether you like it or not, this game did terribly. I myself have never gone through to actually finish it 100%, but it's on my agenda, albeit not very high. Anyway, this is the third time Sonic Team tested the waters with trying something outlandishly different with their spiny blue mascot, and this may have been the most obscure attempt. This is the first game where Sonic takes a backseat. The game isn't about him. I mean, he's in it, but he's an assistant character, sort of like Shadow is in Smash. That's not all this game brought to the table either. This game also had a heavy emphasis on guns. It was even dubbed the third-person shooter. This game was also the third time that Sonic games had swearing, but the first and only time Sonic sweared. Even just taking a simple gander at the box art will tell you that this game is really trying to be dark, and the dark approach at the time was a route the series never really went in. Shadow the Hedgehog was the penultimate breath of a seemingly dying gameplay formula. Because of how poorly the game performed, all the formula seemed to need was one more major flop for it to be rendered unusable. And that's where Sonic 06 sadly comes in. Sonic 06, because of how poorly it was received, made the year 2006 the last time we see the adventure gameplay. However, let's say for the purposes of this video, Sonic 06 was a huge success. Well, for starters, 06 would most likely continue the trend of adventure formula type games. This gameplay style has already been dead for around 15 years, but I don't know, I just feel like if Sonic 06 did not fail, this formula would not just be alive, but it would also be really relevant and thriving. Unfortunately, this is just me basing everything off of a pure hunch. I don't really have any evidence to back this up, but I think I have fine logic and reasoning in line. I mean, the saying even goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Not only that, but we would also have many people not asking for a Sonic Adventure 3. We probably would have already had the whole line thing saying Sonic the Hedgehog is Sonic Adventure 3, and everyone would just kind of be on board with it because at the time, Sonic 06 would be great. And most people would be content with that. However, the game wasn't named Sonic Adventure 3, so the fandom could still be asking for it no matter how great 06 was. I somehow doubt it, but anything is possible with this fanbase. Not only that, but if Sonic 06 truly were great, Sega and Sonic Team would have much more confidence in their story writing. We could have potentially seen more games with deeper stories, strong character development, and maybe perhaps proper world building for the series. Sure, it's possible that they could have tried other formulas like Boost every now and then. However, I believe it might look a bit different. I believe they would have gone with a Sonic Rush approach but for home consoles. Like imagine Sonic Generations Classic Sections, but he can boost. Speaking of, I also think it's doubtful that Classic Sonic would even make a reappearance in the first place. Classic Sonic was a spawn of the modern era to attract both sides of the fan base, the fans who missed the original format of Sonic games and now had their heartstrings pulled by the old Sonic they knew and loved. But because this originated during the Boost era, I still believe it's doubtful we would have seen games like Mania, Forces, and Generations. Simply put, almost nearly every Sonic game after 06 gets deleted. However, I do believe that some games will still have existed, like Sonic Rivals 1 and 2, Sonic Rush Adventure because Rush came out before 06, and Sonic Riders, and maybe even the Sega and Sonic racing games. I also believe that there would probably still be a Mario and Sonic crossover just because the two companies have wanted that for a long time, but I'm not sure if it would be an Olympics game. It could be a 2D platformer. As I've already stated, Sonic would have probably had a game like Sonic Rush but for home consoles, somewhat similar to Sonic 4 Episodes 1 and 2 or the Generations Classic Sonic sections that he can boost. However, to come back to reality, Sonic 06 is poorly reviewed, so we can only dream of what it would be like to have that game literally be a masterpiece. Well, that about wraps up this video, and if you guys liked it, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton on which content you guys would like to see more of. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. It's been real, but Sonicsta is signing out.
Why are you playing that trash?